Okay.
on my phone, too.
Oh boy, it's hot.
Okay.
Oh boy, it is hot.
It's hot today.
Woo. Okay.
Uh,
Oh, dang and nabbit.
we're having probably. Please no. Put these in.
Okay.
We're having difficulties today because it's really hot, and we'll talk about it. It's just you and me right now. Let's do no Noah talk right now. All right. So today, I did DoorDash. I guess he's back. Just keep that between you and me. All right. Thank you. That was really cool what he just did.
Ouch. I kicked my toe. Well, I didn't I didn't kick my own. Like I didn't kick my own. I hit my toe on a thing.
So you didn't. So
I kicked something with my toe.
There we go. That's
my bare
That makes
toe.
more sense.
Okay.
So keep that between you and me. Don't tell him.
All I heard was DoorDash. I'm editing this. I'm gonna hear that.
No, you're not.
Jordan, what do you hate?
I hate when you're climbing a tree and it's too spiky or too barky to actually grip, and you want to get somewhere, but then you just can't, even though you see a
You
path.
just gotta struggle through the pain, man.
Yeah, I know, but it
Just
still
gotta-
sucks because you get
You gotta
cuts.
bleed. You gotta bleed for the tree.
I know, but I hate it though.
Okay.
It's worth it, but I hate it. It's
Okay.
just something I hate. All right.
Yeah.
Because I love climbing trees. I just hate how sometimes in the process you get cuts. You get cuts that where you don't want. All right. I just hate that. All right. I also hate almonds, kind of. So that's it.
Why do you hate almonds? Almonds are great.
You know what? There are just other better nuts. See, I'm Jordanian. I should like almonds.
Jordan almonds?
Yeah, I should like them, but I just don't. I don't know.
They're
Also,
great.
you're eating them wrong. Yeah. Stupid. But yeah. Well, no, what do you hate?
Well,
Good content, guys. We
hold on.
didn't really figure this out because these are kind of hard to eat
You gotta
sometimes.
chew a lot.
So
You're not gonna eat any, so.
I'm gonna eat some.
I hate, I don't know. I hate flies that just, like, won't go away. And they're just buzzing around and you can't get rid of them. That's annoying.
Bugs in general that just buzz around,
Yeah.
like mosquitoes. I went to Minnesota. It was kind of annoying. I barely got bit actually.
I have, like, 3 bug bites. I rarely get bit, too, but I have, like, 3 bug bites on my ankle right now, and it's very annoying.
We're actually where we are in Southern California. There are barely any bugs.
There's not a lot.
We get lucky from that because I just
Usually it's
I went up
mostly
north
flies and stuff.
twice. There were sorry about that.
That was gross.
Yeah, they didn't see it though. And there are way more bugs up there. We should reconsider that.
Well, the thing is, it's because it's so dry down here.
It's hot and dry.
But today, it was now it's down lower, but it's like
Yeah.
30% humidity, which for anybody not watching from Southern California is like, that's not that high. But in Southern California, where we
We barely
live
experience humidity.
is literally classified as a desert.
Uh-huh.
It is actually a desert.
If
So
you-
it is never humid. It's dry hot.
If you go through here, it doesn't look like a desert. It's because it's all
Because
man.
it's all- yeah,
we
we've
all
all-
kind
we've
of
covered all of it.
stripped it. But if you look in the distance, like in the mountains, it's all brown and dry. That's why it's a desert.
We technically live in a desert.
It's not like a
normally
sand dune desert. It's more like a super dry
Yeah.
Joshua
It's normally
Tree
just
desert.
dry heat.
Yeah.
But today it's very humid
Yeah, it kinda
for Southern
sucks.
California.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's hot. And it
Oof.
makes it just feel so much worse.
Yeah. Welcome to the We Hate Things podcast.
Episode 15.
15, I think.
15.
I am Jordan, and this is Noah.
Is it 15?
It's 15 today. Maybe it's 16.
Because, was last week only 14? I thought I'm going to check. Talk for
Was
a
it
second.
14 or 15?
Entertain them for a second.
We've been filming for 4 months now, no matter what. So that's pretty cool.
This is 15.
It went by pretty
right.
fast.
It did.
Yeah,
We've done, this is our 15th episode, but we skipped a week, so it's been 16 weeks, 4 months.
Uh-huh. So yeah.
It's been good. It's easy now.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of nut? I've been kind of thinking about it ever since.
Cashews, probably.
Yeah, they're the best nut.
They're the best.
Peanuts are up there, even though they're like.
I think peanuts are overrated.
I
still like them, but I think they're overrated.
Like during like a sports game, they're perfect.
Oh, like during a baseball game, if they're still in the shell,
Yeah, and you're just like
and
ripping
you're
them
just
out.
like taking, that's an experience.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. And I love it.
Pistachios are A tier. I love
Pistachios
pistachios.
are really good, but they're so expensive.
They are expensive. They're like kind of a delicacy
Mm-hmm.
in my family. They're like, we get pistachios when there's like when we want to treat ourselves kind of thing. But holy crap, it's hot.
You're in the sun too.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine.
I also
can.
have to wear 2 layers because that's my brand now. So this thing is hot.
I almost wore a hat today, but then my girlfriend said that I look better without a hat, so then it gave me confidence, so I'm not wearing a hat. She also said I need to get a haircut, so I guess that's a double.
I need a haircut. This is too hot for right now. August.
Yeah.
August is like the hot.
Oh,
Sorry,
gosh.
I talk at the microphone. August is like the hottest part of the year here, and I have too much hair.
Uh-huh.
And also, I would like my hair to look, because I wear a hat basically everywhere now, and by
in high
everywhere
school.
I mean to work, because that's the only place I go now.
Sure.
In
high school,
but in
you
high
wore
school it was insecurity. Now it's just convenience because I go to work every day. 90% of the time I'm not seeing anybody other than my coworkers, so I just wear a hat. I just throw a hat on.
Yeah, in high school he was known for the guy with the hat.
I was the hat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore a hat. For sophomore year, I wore a hat pretty much every day. Like, pretty much every day.
The same
And
hat
then
too.
junior year, I wore it a little less. And then senior year, I wore it a lot less.
Yeah, no, you
Senior
barely
year-
wore it senior
Senior
year.
year, I barely wore a hat.
Yeah.
And now when I'm doing social things, I barely ever wear a hat. But
Uh-huh.
every day when I go to work, I just throw a hat on. I'm not going to do my hair to go sweat in a warehouse all
Yep.
day.
That makes
Until
sense.
I get a haircut, because after I get a haircut, it's a lot easier to do my hair.
See,
So I might start.
I know I've talked about this before. I don't like my hair short. I hate it. I'd rather have it shaggy and poofy than short. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I like that feeling more than barely feeling hair. I don't know.
I'm okay with my long hair. My long hair doesn't look good unless I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah.
But I like being able to actually style my hair. Excuse me. So I do like it when it's shorter.
I guess.
But I go back and forth. I had it long for a while, and then I got it cut, and it's kind of getting long again.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think I'm ready for short hair again because it's easier and it's cooler, which is very important.
Yeah, that's really important.
So I think I'm gonna get a haircut soon.
All right. So life update, because a lot happened the last week.
A lot, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah. I'll go first. So I mentioned the last week that I'm going online for school and I'm staying home. In the last week, I went to Oregon, and I helped my girlfriend move her stuff down. I did the 15-hour Oregon to SoCal drive.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, and it's actually I like it. It is.
No,
fun.
I actually.
It
I
is
mean,
fun.
yeah, I've done it
It's
3
right-
times.
yeah, I've
and
done it
I
3
enjoy
times
it.
now.
I enjoy it.
Um,
And I had to do it on my own,
Yeah,
which is the kicker.
Worse.
That's the kicker.
We have to have the right people for a road trip.
But I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Especially the last time when I drove down for my last time coming down. The reason it's 3 times and not 4 is because the first time, while I was driving up there on my own, I stopped at the culinary school that I'm going to
Yeah.
on the way, so I just made it a 2-day trip instead of
Which is good. Which is better.
yeah. But I actually enjoy the 15 hours alone now.
But this time we did it throughout the night. So we left at like 7:30 p.m.
That's worse.
No, I actually like it better.
Really.
Yeah.
But
We had 3 people.
you did. I mean, yeah. That means you can actually sleep.
Yeah.
You can sleep in the car. I can't.
You don't. Okay.
Or I couldn't.
Well, there you go.
Exactly.
I
it's
think
a lot different when you. This tile is hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Uh,
I think it's better because you're more energized to drive, really, and you actually can sleep better if you're like in the back. Because what our
If it's
system was,
nighttime,
driver, passenger is always awake just to keep the driver energized.
Oh yeah.
And the person in the back can sleep. And it's during the day, if I'm doing a road trip, I can't sleep. But this time I could.
I have to be really tired to be able
Yeah.
to sleep. When we were coming back from Shasta, we both fell asleep during the day.
We did.
Yeah, that we were real tired though.
Yeah,
that was 3 days of nonstop. I mean, there was the drive up there, and then 3 full days of nonstop going. So on the way back, we were both very tired.
Plus, we only got like 7 hours of sleep.
Oh, yeah, and we didn't
only
get a lot of
7
sleep.
hours, but like we.
After going nonstop for 3
Yeah.
days, it's a lot.
But anyway.
In the sun, which just drains
Anyways,
you.
I
Yeah.
helped my girlfriend pack up. We moved down. She's staying at my house right now. She's actually at the beach with her sister, younger sister. They're having fun. And she moves in on Friday. I'm going to help her do that too. It's going to be a busy week. Also, a lot of my other friends are moving next to my school too. Natalie is moving with Ashton, my girlfriend, and then my really really good friends JJ and Jalen and Mark are also moving, and it's gonna be very very fun to actually go up there and actually have my close friends here.
You're gonna have to incorporate me in Biola social
I will.
things because I will be so bored.
But here's the thing: my guy friends are going into a house with
Yeah.
10 other people,
Oh, that's a lot of other people.
and that's gonna be really fun. I can
So
just
is it
invite
like a
you over.
mansion?
No, it's just a house.
Wait, 10 people total?
9 people total, actually.
Oh, you
a
said
4-bed.
10 other people? I was like,
No.
so it's your friends and then
No.
10 more people?
It's
I was
a
like, that
9
is a big
total
house.
People with a 3-bed house.
3 bedrooms?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, it might be 4. I don't know all the
would
details because I'm not the one
make more
moving it.
sense for
Yeah.
9 people.
Yeah, so they're gonna work that out. I think I'm gonna be there a lot. I'm gonna be at my girlfriend's apartment
You're
a
going to
lot.
be up there a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and with
I'll- I'll probably be up there a lot
Yeah,
too. Just
yeah.
because all of my friends are gone now.
Mhm.
But
But yeah, that's pretty much my life update. I'm just helping my girlfriend move in here. Her family's coming down to help her too. We're gonna have to set up desks and beds too
Yeah.
because she bought like full bed frames
Nice.
down, and like she brought like a really heavy table that we need to carry up a floor.
Oh, that sounds
and
fun. I've helped so many people move in my
Yeah.
life. I don't know why, but I always get asked to help people move.
it's not that bad. It's
Yeah.
not that tiring.
It's not. It's not
very
that
rewarding.
it's tiring.
It's
that
rewarding to me.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just. I'll always. If anybody asks me to move, I'll always help move. I'll
Yeah.
always say yes. I don't enjoy it.
Hmm.
I do not enjoy helping people move.
I don't like the process of moving myself. I hate it.
I'm actually okay with that because. Well, actually, no. I'm
Depends
still
on-
not. Even if it's me, I don't like moving.
If it's to like a dorm room, that's fine. It takes me like an hour.
Well,
to move
that's
into a
way
dorm
less
room.
stuff.
But if it's like an apartment,
That's a lot more stuff.
That's
That's
like-
everything.
everything. I would hate doing that.
I fit basically everything I own in my car on the last drive down. Because I
Nice.
drove down on my own. My parents didn't come up and help. Nobody helped me move or anything. I basically fit my entire life into my car. I Tetrised it all in there, and I couldn't see out of my rear view mirror
Yeah.
the entire time.
See,
But I
Ashton
did it.
had like
I
2
did it
cars,
all on my own.
2 cars and a trailer full of stuff.
Mm-mm.
I can fit everything in my small Mazda CX-9.
The stuff that because I was in an apartment, so I
Yeah.
just had more stuff
Yeah.
than a dorm room. My stuff should have fit in 2 cars, but I made it fit into 1 because nobody could help
Good
me.
for you.
Nobody was going to drive
But-
down with me.
Also, you can fit the passenger seat and the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And in the back seat and
I used
the
every
trunk,
spare inch I could.
which is good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good organizational skills.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. You want to do your life update?
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I am not tired today.
What?
yeah.
Dude.
I'm not tired. I've been
That's-
very
First time in podcast
in
history that
podcast
you're
history
not tired.
that I'm not tired.
Cheers the almond
I've
glass
been
for that.
oh yeah. I've been very productive. Making sure this is okay. I've been very productive in the last week. I work out on an actual schedule. You want to know what I did today? What I did today? I went to work. As per usual. I got off early, which was nice. I came home. I worked out. I ate eggs, protein, for
Nice.
lunch. Then I went. And I took a cold shower and everything. I was very productive. Then I went to Bodie, with you, and yeah, I meant to read, but
But I was there
You
instead.
were already there, so
Yeah.
I've had and I'm catching up on my Bible readings, and I'm reading real books again. Like I'm reading Tuesdays with Maury again.
Which are more fun.
um,
Real books are more fun.
I'm finally reading real books rather than like Percy Jackson, real books that make you think.
Yeah.
So that's good. I've had a very productive last week, and I'm cooking for my family regularly now. Like I'm actually scheduling things.
Mhm.
I'm getting my life on track. I've been
Nice.
very productive in
Nice,
the
dude.
last week or 2 weeks.
Took you all summer.
Yeah, it took me long enough.
Yeah, I'm not even there
I don't even know what happened. I just got like a burst of motivation to
Good.
start doing things.
yet. Good.
And now I'm running, I don't know, on the schedule I'm on right now is like almost 10 miles a week, which is, I mean, not a ton for like a runner.
Are you running outside? or do you have
Most of the time we have an elliptical.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
dude, and first of all, that's just better on your knees.
I was gonna say.
And second of all, you sweat so much on an elliptical.
Isn't it in your garage too?
Yeah.
which
and
is
it's in
even
my
worse.
garage, which isn't air conditioned, and I did it in the middle of the day today. So I've been sweating so much. I've done both. In my
Is sweating
experience,
good for you?
yeah, it's burning calories.
Okay.
As long as you stay hydrated. As long as you keep drinking water,
yeah.
so you don't run out of water,
And dehydrate
then
yourself.
sweating is good for you. Yes. In my experience, I've done running, actual running, and elliptical running, and for some reason, you just sweat more on an elliptical.
Yep.
And I've already lost weight, and it's been like 2 weeks since I actually started doing that. Yeah, I'm getting
Proud.
my life on track.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
And your school news?
Oh yeah, I'm starting in January now. I'll be here until January.
Yep.
Till early January.
So we don't have to
basically
figure
December.
out the complicated podcast thing of
for another
2 cameras
for another
and-
4 months.
we don't have to do that yet, and which is good because we can actually maybe afford time and
We can actually make some money.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you're sad about it. Or,
It's a bummer. I mean, I should have started
You've been waiting
school.
for a long
I should have
time.
started 4 months ago, and now I have to wait another 4 months. But I've accepted it at this point. There are a lot of flies around right now. It's because it's so humid.
Yeah.
And hot. But I mean, it'll happen eventually. I've been waiting this long. Another 4 months isn't that much,
Yeah.
and I'll get to be here for Christmas and everything, which is cool.
and it's not like you're missing out with time.
Yeah,
it's
no,
only
I
gonna
mean,
be 2 years. And,
it's still only 2 years of my life, and it'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
In January. So I mean, I'm bummed that I don't get to start now, but it's not devastating.
yeah, exactly.
My life is not over.
Also, bad news is the one class I was super excited for got canceled.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, the entrepreneurship one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna take a class for my business major, that it's basically mock entrepreneurship, where you start a business and throughout the class of how well you do, the better you get graded.
Yeah.
Of finances and how you do it and the people you talk to, and that sounds super nice and awesome. And now it got canceled, which I should be excited for because that class online just isn't the full experience. I accidentally bumped it with my
Yeah, dude, come
arm.
on,
I'm sorry.
dude.
Hey, I'm going through a lot. Okay.
You are going through a lot. That doesn't excuse bumping the mic.
That's true.
Hi, welcome to We Hate Things episode
We already
15.
did that.
Ah,
Anyway, that's
that
the life
joke
update.
never gets old. Who
That's-
doesn't love that joke? Because I do it every week,
That's the life update.
almost.
This is the life update sound.
It's wait, I need like an intro to the. You know what? Cut this.
Yeah.
This. If I came up with one, I would have left it in, and
Yep.
it might have been funny, but I just didn't get there quick enough.
Yep. I agree. It's like a ringing of the bell, or
It's like a welcome to Life Updates with Jim Drew and Tony Bennett.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we're cutting that.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We're cutting
That was terrible.
That was awful.
Yeah.
We're cutting that. I'm sorry about that. I wanted in my mind, it was like a news segment where there's like a sound and then it's like welcome to blank with
Blank
dumb name and other dumb name.
Yeah.
And then there's like a jingle, like a sound to ring in the new segment. I couldn't
It was
get there.
bad. It was
I
really
couldn't get there
bad,
fast
and
enough.
I yelled at him for it. So you're welcome.
If I came up with something faster, it would have been better, but I just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm slowed down. It's the heat.
Also, the drive, I don't know why.
We
I'm
weren't
still-
on anything. You can do
Yeah.
whatever. You can say whatever you
The
want.
15-hour drive did take longer because I was in the car with 2 girls, and they usually have to stop more and we had to drink coffee because
Oh, that's the one thing I don't do.
drink.
Drink anything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
See,
I drink
we
water.
needed to drink to stay energized. We needed to.
Also, I don't drink coffee when on road trips because coffee specifically, for some reason, makes me have to go to the bathroom a lot. Like
Me too.
more often than normal.
I only had to go like twice in the whole thing. They had to go like 6 times, which is fine because it's not like we were on a time limit, and I wasn't really keeping track of the time. I drove from like 12 to 4 and then like 8 to 10.
My whole thing,
that was my thing.
specifically for like a 15-hour drive, because you're trying to get as far as you can, as fast as you can, is drink as little as possible. Obviously, don't dehydrate yourself. But like, if you get thirsty, drink some water, but not too much. Like last time I drove down, and the 2 times before that, but Last time I drove down, I stopped twice, and that was only because of gas. And I only went to the bathroom once.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even go the first time I stopped for gas because I drink as little as possible only when I get actually thirsty because I don't want to have to keep stopping.
Yep.
So I have like full on rules of how I do things to make it efficient.
Yeah. We only stopped with you, me, and Jack. We only stopped like twice.
Yeah.
And for gas.
Yeah. 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 If I didn't have to stop for gas, I probably maybe would have stopped once, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really mind it, especially if it's throughout the night, because we did get to my house at like 10:30.
Yeah, if you're going throughout the night, you'll get to your house during the day still.
We did take a nap, but like it's just so much nicer to me. I don't know. But we did use like water and coffee to energize ourselves during the.
The only time I drink energy drinks on that drive is, first of all, it's an energy drink, not coffee, because energy drinks, like I said, coffee makes me have to go to the bathroom. Energy drinks don't really do that. So I'll just get like a Red Bull and drink it in like the last hour and a half.
That makes sense.
Because that last hour and a
pull
half
through.
is what kills you.
Yeah.
It's what ends things
Because
for me.
you feel awful after a road
I just
trip.
get so tired.
You just feel awful because you the only thing you eat and drink.
I actually felt pretty okay.
I don't feel good.
I made it.
after a road trip.
I've made it so efficient now that when I got home, last time I came home, first of all, it was during quarantine, so it only took me 13 and a half hours. I didn't slow down once coming through LA, except when you have to turn. You know that Soho turn where you have to slow down. Yeah, that is the only place I had to slow down at all coming through LA because that was at the beginning of quarantine, so there was nobody on the road.
I was gonna say.
It was insane. It took me 45 minutes to get from LA to here.
Yeah.
Like downtown,
wow.
like downtown LA.
It usually takes
to here.
twice that.
It normally takes like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get from downtown LA to here.
I was gonna say when you go through downtown LA on I-5, it takes.
It's
That's
the worst.
That's probably the only time you actually hit traffic. And
it's the worst.
It's after, and that's like the end of the road trip too,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got really lucky last time.
Driving up is better just because you get that out of the way, and usually leave
Yeah.
in the morning.
So there's not as much.
It's not as much.
But yeah, last time I was coming down, I have it so efficient now that I stayed up for like another 2 hours after I got home last time, and that was at like 10 at night.
Dang, man, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I got it down, man. I'm perfect.
Yeah, I think that's the conclusion.
That's the
we came up
conclusion
with, so.
we're at here.
Yeah, that you're just perfect and you have nothing wrong with you. So, speaking of perfect, welcome to our movie review.
Oh, welcome to We Hate Movies.
Welcome to We Hate Movies.
Welcome to We Hate Movies, episode 2.
Episode 3.
We're not gonna episode.
No, we're not.
That gets
that's
confusing.
stupid.
That gets confusing.
Last week we said that we watched Creed and Thor 1, our MCU movie, and we did watch both. I watched both. He's just gonna go from memory.
I ran out of time to watch Creed, but I have seen it before, so I already know how I'd review
See,
it.
I traveled a lot, so I did watch both movies. Lizard's
Lizard
back.
on top of the chair. That's a different lizard. He's bigger, I think.
Yeah, he's bigger than the last one.
Do you want to start? It was your first time watching Creed.
Yeah, let's do Creed first.
Yeah. So
First time watching Creed. I liked it.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan did a great job.
Michael B. Jordan is great.
Sylvester Stallone did a good job of restoring the character of Rocky, and did act like what he would do when he's old.
If Rocky became an old man, yes.
Running a restaurant and being
Called Adrian's.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that was good.
Great. Yeah.
And like you said, I don't remember if you said on the podcast, but you said that it does do the Rocky movies justice, but it's its own thing. And I did see that, and it did feel like its own thing, and I did like it. The romance I couldn't care less about, gonna be honest.
Yeah. I mean, Tessa Thompson is cool.
Yeah, I like the actors, but
Yeah.
like the romance, it could have not been in the movie, and I would have liked it just as much.
Yeah. Let's also put it out there that you have only seen Rocky 1, correct?
I've only seen Rocky 1. I've not seen the other ones.
Rocky 4 is the best one, but watch.
Which one had Apollo Creed?
That was the first one.
Okay.
The first one had Apollo Creed. Yeah.
Okay.
And so did the second one, but in the first one they're enemies, in the second one they're friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I mean happens by the end of the first one anyway.
Of course.
Yeah.
I liked it. I did like that.
Oh wait.
He asked about the third fight, the third secret fight, and that the Apollo
yeah,
won.
because Okay, so at the end of Rocky 1,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's 1.
Mm-hmm.
So good. At the end of Rocky 1, Apollo and Rocky are friends at that point, through things. You should watch the movie if you haven't seen it. And they want something happened, and they wanted to do a rematch, but like just them, because they genuinely wanted to see who was better. So the end of the movie is them going to punch each other, and it stops right as they get to each other's. It freeze frames
Yep.
on their gloves right before both of them hit each other, and it's amazing. And everyone that likes the Rocky movies is always like, "Oh, what was that fight?
I wonder who
what
won that
happened
fight."
in that fight?" Yeah.
And they answered the question.
Uh,
It was very subtly too. It wasn't like a huge thing. It was just like he just asked, "I know there was a third fight. I know you guys just did it. Who won?"
yeah, because the first movie, it's Apollo and Rocky. They fight twice. Rocky wins the second one, if I'm remembering
Yep.
correctly. Apollo wins the first one, right?
I'm pretty sure.
But it was because of something dumb.
don't
That's
remember.
why they had a rematch.
I don't
I
know.
think.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember. It's been so too long.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, Rocky 4 is the best one.
yeah. So
Let's Sorry.
Yeah,
We
go
should
ahead.
have done this already.
go ahead.
Creed. Let's say what Creed is.
Yeah.
For if you don't know,
Go ahead.
Creed. Also, this is a bit of a spoiler. In Rocky 4, the best Rocky, Apollo Creed dies in the ring. Spoiler. I already said spoiler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apollo Creed dies in the ring. Turns out he had a son, an illegitimate son, and that's what the Creed movies are about. They're about his son. He finds out that Apollo is his dad and stuff, and then
He wants to be a boxer.
he wants to be a boxer and stuff, and he gets Rocky to start training him. That's the most basic way to explain it. There's other stuff going on, but he gets Rocky to start training him to box. Also, Apollo Creed gets killed by Ivan Drago, who's played by Dolph Lundgren, and the second Apollo Creed is about Creed
His son.
fighting Drago's son. So it's Apollo's son and
I can't wait
Ivan
to watch
Drago's
that.
son. It's a great movie.
Okay. Yeah.
So finish your review. That's
Yeah.
what the movie's
So
about.
my main review is, honestly, it was a not bad movie. Like, it was just not bad. What it made it great were the two fight scenes.
That's Rocky, though. That's the Rocky movie.
Yeah. See, it was an okay movie, but then the two fight scenes just made it great.
Yeah, you
the
watch
first
Rocky
one-
for the boxing.
The first one was it looked like it was all in one cut. That was awesome. The second one was super intense and super emotional, and you just were super engaged the entire time. And it makes you smile, it makes you gasp and everything. It's against a really good boxer, blah 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 blah. Typical boxer movie stuff. But because of those scenes is my two huge pros of this movie. And that's my review.
Yeah. I mean, you watch Rocky and Creed for the boxing.
Yeah.
That's what you watch it for. I need to watch the first Creed again, actually. I mean, I remember enough of it to give it a review, but I'd like to watch it again, just because I want to.
Yeah. Anyway, your review. That's my review.
What I liked, obviously the boxing scenes are amazing. As Jordan said, I've thought this forever. Both Creed movies pay homage to the original Rockies and like there are points that are like you're like, oh, this is a Rocky movie, but it doesn't rely on that. It's not just saying I'm a Rocky movie. That's what I am. The movie, if the movie could talk.
Yeah.
The movie is saying we came from Rocky, but we're doing our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're still our own movie, which is a great way to do it. Especially like the score and the soundtrack too, because and that's where that kind of the paying homage, but also being its own thing, kind of shines through. And it's kind of like you can see what they're trying to do, because in the score and soundtrack, it's a mix of newer music that like Michael B. Jordan's character Creed,
Likes.
Adonis Creed, listens to and likes and everything. But then also it brings in that like classic Rocky, like violin, piano music and everything. So it's a mix of like the original Rocky music, Rocky style music, not the actual music,
and-
the Rocky style music, and then also like rap and everything that Adonis Creed listens to.
What
Mixes the two really well, actually.
what pumped me up a lot was in the last round of the second fight, the final scene was they started the bum, 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 bum.
When
that
they,
was super
they bring
cool.
that in only they don't like milk it
No.
and say remember this.
They do it
bring
perfectly.
it in once and you're like
There it is.
Dude!
Yeah.
The trumpets, the bump, bump,
yeah.
and it just gets you so psyched because that's what I'm saying. They don't use the original Rocky music except for that one time, and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
it's insane. And they do the same thing, pretty much the same thing in the second one. Like they mix them really well
Yes.
without like trying to milk the original Rocky, which is just the entire movie.
Yes.
It's new and old without relying too much on the old.
Yes. I did think of a con. I don't. Again, spoiler. You should have watched it with us, and we're
Yeah.
talking about the entire movie. So I get.
These are all going to be spoilers.
Rocky did get cancer during the movie. I don't think I like that because I don't know. It's not his movie. I did okay. I guess it cancels out because there is I like kind of a pro to it. There is a line that Michael B. Jordan says that says, "If you fight, I fight."
Yeah, because Rock doesn't want to do chemo.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to like
chemo.
fight it. He's just like, my life is over. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then Adonis, Michael B. Jordan, is like, no, if I'm fighting, you are fighting.
Yes. I did like that, and it did bring up a thing where like
Yeah, that's why I actually didn't mind that.
Yeah.
I liked it. So
it's just a different kind of fight that he has to go through.
yeah,
And I don't know, it was boring most of the time. It made the movie slower. It made the movie
liked
slower.
It made
And I was just like, it teased the final fight like for like an hour and a half. I'm like, I just want to watch that.
It did build that up.
I just want to watch that.
It did build that up a lot.
But that's just my own impatience in watching the movie.
Yeah.
I guess so. I guess it's not that much of a con, but there's pros to it.
I enjoyed that, and I didn't mind it so much. It did slow the movie down a bit, but it also did what no other Rocky movie really did, other than Rocky Balboa, which I never saw because I heard it was bad, which is the 5th Rocky movie. It made Rocky like a real character, like a real person,
Yes.
rather than just a boxer.
That's a good point.
So I kind of like that they did that because it made him, yeah, like a real person rather than just Rocky, like rather than just the boxer.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's
So anything I didn't like about the movie, because I got to do that. There wasn't much I didn't like. It was a little slow at times, but that's kind of what it's gonna be, because you're just waiting for the fight scenes.
Yeah.
So everything in between is just like whatever. Same thing with like, although what I'm
any
about to
sports
say,
movie.
these movies are worse. Like the Godzilla movies, you're just waiting for the monster
The
fight
action scenes, yeah.
The Godzilla movies are much worse than Creed, but you're just waiting for the action.
I'd
scenes.
say almost any sports movie too, where
You're just waiting for the sports to
you're just
happen.
waiting for the actual game or match, I guess.
Except for Remember the Titans
And Mighty Ducks and
and Mighty Ducks
Miracle and yeah, I guess.
and
But
Sandlot.
yeah, that's a good con, I guess. Sandlot,
Yeah.
there's not an actual like
There's not an
game.
actual.
It's not
no.
about a team. It's about a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Kids.
So I mean, I guess it was just a little slow at times. That's the only thing I can really.
I rate the movie 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say seven's good.
3.5 stars out of 5.
7's a good rating,
Yeah.
I think.
It doesn't deserve a 6 because
7
it's
or
not.
8 probably.
Yeah, it's like a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say 7. It's a good movie. You should
Yeah.
watch it.
Watch the Creed.
Watch also Rocky and Rocky 4.
And if you
maybe-
want, you can
and
just
2
skip
and
to the
3.
match scenes. If you
Yeah.
want, if you're really, really bored of it. But again, just watch
Just
the whole
watch it.
thing.
And we'll probably do Creed 2 at some point, but not
yeah,
yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, we'll wait. We'll save it.
Save it. Save it.
Save it.
Build up to that.
Build up to that.
Uh,
Okay, Thor.
Thor 1.
You can say your things.
Okay, I'll
first.
start. What I liked.
Next movie.
What I liked. It had a decent suit up scene near the end. The problem here is that I had to say near the end. The fact that Thor basically isn't Thor until the last 10 minutes of the movie means it's not good. Here's the thing. I'm not going to do a full what I liked and what I didn't like for this movie because... Actually, I am. That's a lie. Let me describe the movie in my opinion real quick.
It's hard to.
It's not a bad movie. It's just so boring.
Yeah.
That just nothing happens. It basically all takes place in one town, and it's just a boring movie.
That shouldn't be a Thor movie.
What I didn't like, dialogue, boring. Characters, boring.
All the characters except for
Action
Loki
scenes.
are boring.
Mediocre. everything about the movie is just boring. That's it. Oh man, the character or the comedic relief girl,
Darcy.
Darcy, is that her name? Darcy, is somehow less funny than an already incredibly dull movie. Somehow the comedic relief is less funny than the rest of the movie. They wrote her so bad. The jokes are terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just a boring movie. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. It's just boring. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I can really say about it.
Is that your review?
Natalie Portman, overrated in everything except V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
She plays her character well in V for Vendetta. Other than that, I think she's an overrated actress. I think she's just an okay actress, and she gets praise for everything for some reason. I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
Okay. A pro that I had is that Loki as a character was way more interesting as Thor as a character. I was more
Loki is
interested.
one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
I was more
so.
interested in Loki's well-being because it was pretty much his origin story too. I was way more interested in if he was sad than if Thor was sad, and how he was brought up, and the whole movie is his master plan really, of him getting on the throne of Asgard, and he did pretty well, and that was the only thing that was interesting to me. Everything else was kind of bland, and I didn't care about it. The human characters were just...
awful.
It was a typical alien didn't know what to do on Earth, and that's kind of funny, right? Question mark movie of all time, and they did...
Even Loki was kind of flat
Yeah.
in this movie.
And
I mean, it's hard to make Loki a flat character.
Yeah, and Jane Foster, the love interest,
Natalie Portman.
so boring, and she was so stupid. Oh, God. It just... Anyway.
Yeah, it's not a great movie.
It's not a great
It's just
movie.
boring. It's better than I remember it being.
Hey, that's true.
Well, it's better. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
I
It's
didn't
better
hate
than-
it.
It's better. Yeah, exactly.
I watched it / listened to it this morning, and it was... I liked it more than any other time that I watched the movie.
Yeah, I always make fun of it, but
Yeah.
it's better than I always.
Chris
like.
Hemsworth did better than I remembered.
It's better than I always give it credit for. But they dyed his eyebrows blonde,
that was bad.
which is just so funny.
He did look silly.
Yeah, he looks silly.
Again, good suit up scene.
The suit up scene wasn't bad.
I laughed like maybe once.
Yeah, maybe once.
There was 3 fight scenes that I kind of liked, but
They were
not
just
really.
okay.
And
The whole climax of the movie is kind of boring.
Yeah.
What's his name? The Destroyer?
I don't care or
I think
no.
it's the Destroyer.
He was supposed to protect Asgard, but then Loki used it to try to kill
Yeah,
Thor.
he's basically like a machine that does whatever the king says.
Again, Loki's mischief and master plan was the most interesting thing about the movie. Anything on Earth was garbage.
June bug almost hit me in the face.
Oh, nice. And that's my
dodged
whole
it.
review.
Yeah. Rate it.
What
And
did
I can't remember.
Do you remember what I rated Iron Man 2?
No. I can't remember. When we rate Marvel movies, are we ranking them or
We're
rating
making them not as Marvel
above-
movies,
I mean, amongst Marvel movies
No.
or amongst everything?
everything else.
Okay.
I give it
5.
a 5. Yep.
A flat 5. It's just right in the middle.
I didn't hate it,
It's
but also super boring.
yeah. It's just boring. So it's a flat 5 right in the middle.
5 out of 10, and that was. I'm not going to talk
Wait.
about Thor anymore.
Yeah. Okay. That's Thor. Before we finish out the
'Kay.
movie segment, next will be Captain
yeah.
America: The First Avenger.
And I'm so excited because it's my
And-
favorite Cap movie.
And here's the thing. We're a couple weeks behind on Marvel movies,
Yes.
and we want to get through them semi-quickly, even though it's going to take us the next 45 weeks.
Yeah.
Literally 45 weeks, because we do it every 2 weeks. So for the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing 2 Marvel movies a week, which means
Sorry if
Captain
you're not-
America...
yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry if you're not a Marvel fan, but if you haven't watched the Marvel movies, then now's
Now
your
is
chance.
a good time to watch them. And
Uh,
you only have to watch, well, right now, 2 for 2 weeks.
And guess what? The next 2 are really
The
good.
next 2, Captain America: The First Avenger and Avengers. Marvel's The Avengers.
Both really
the
good.
first one.
I suggest both of
great
them.
movies.
Please watch it with us if
Yeah.
you're still watching, and because they're really good.
Yeah.
And they're both, again, they were made 8 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So give it some slack, please. But yeah.
Both really good movies, and I'm excited for both of them.
But yeah, before we end the movie segment, I
Yes.
did watch other movies. I'm gonna have to look them up again. While in last week, so I'm gonna just give, without a spoiler free, if I liked it or not.
Okay, you look it up. I'll give my movies that I watched in the last week. So it's the last, I'll say, week and a half, 2 weeks. I watched all of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the extended versions, and I really liked them. Really great. I already knew I liked Lord of the Rings, but boy are those movies good. I watched Hidalgo, which is another Viggo Mortensen. If you don't know, Viggo Mortensen is Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings. So I watched Hidalgo, which is about a horse race, I think in the 1800s, across the Arabian desert. Super interesting, super fun. Viggo Mortensen is great. And I also watched a movie called A Perfect Murder, which is also Viggo Mortensen. I went on a little Viggo Mortensen kick in the last week and a half, which is a take on Alfred Hitchcock's Dial M for Murder, made in 98 or 2004, somewhere in that range, in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's pretty good. Dial M for Murder is better, but it's still a pretty good movie.
Nice.
Yeah, I liked all of those movies.
I watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. I've seen it live before, and I've listened to it countless times. This is the first time watching it with the original cast. Again, I loved it. I already told Noah, but my favorite songs were Nonstop, of course. The one with the guns. Oh no, War. Oh no, Politics. Rap Battle, and Viva La Vida. Those are my favorite songs, so I give it 5 stars. I don't have to review Hamilton because it's Hamilton. I watched Mean Girls again. I love Mean Girls. It's my favorite rom-com / chick flick. It's the perfect example of power corruption and Icarus flying too close to the sun. It's perfect.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes, and it does it super well.
It's a good movie. Best Christmas movie.
Rachel McAdams plays a great villain, and she doesn't play a villain in any other movie.
She's a good actress.
Yes, I love her.
I like her in everything she's in.
Yeah, she's great. And I also watched the second Pirates movie for the first time. It was good. I hated the ending, but then
because it leads into the third one.
It's a part one.
It's basically a 2-part movie.
It's a part one. There was no resolution.
No,
at all.
because the resolution is in Pirates 3 at World's End.
Yes, I love Pirates. I love the world.
Pirates 1 is the best one.
Jack Sparrow is one of the best characters of all time.
That's true. Pirates 1 is the best one. Pirates 2 and 3 are still great movies, and it's like a combo movie.
Yes. I need to watch the third one before giving my actual opinion on it. But yeah, I watched those movies.
They're all good.
Yeah.
After that, they get bad, so just watch the first 3 if you haven't seen them.
Isn't there a 4 and 5 too?
Yes, they're both bad.
I didn't even.
They're both bad.
Yeah. Stranger Tides and Dead
On
Man Tells
Stranger
No Tales.
Tides and
Dead Man Tells
Dead
No
Man.
Tales.
Is that? I honestly thought there was one in between. I have no idea. They're all bad.
Anyway, yeah. That's the end of movie. We hate movies.
Wait, what?
Cut. Get it?
I'm not gonna cut that. Oh, why would I cut it? That's just
Because
more work.
movies, and they do that.
That's just more work. I'm not gonna cut that.
No,
in the middle for no reason.
The thing is, that's not what I was like.
Excuse me, I
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about like in a movie set where they in a scene and.
I made pork chops with a. This past weekend, I made pork chops with a lemon and herb marinade, and.
Oof, it sounds so good.
Yeah, with butter sautéed mini potatoes, both very good.
You're making me hungry, man.
I overcooked the meat a little bit,
Dude,
and that's.
Come on.
I don't want to blame my mom, but it is her fault.
I don't want to point any
so
fingers, but it
they're
was you.
you saute them in a pan. Well, you brown them in a pan to seal in the juices, and then you put them in the oven. And when it was time to take them out, my mom turned off the oven, but it was still hot in there, and she was like, "Oh, we'll put them back in just to keep them warm." And I think that overcooked them because it was still hot in there.
Yeah.
So I don't want to blame my mom. Sorry, Mom, but it's not my fault. Oh, the lizard just ran right past your foot.
Oh, come here. He's right there.
There's that one too. But
Yeah.
another one just ran right past. I don't know
Anyway.
where he went.
Cut real quick.
But it was.
Sorry.
It was real good. The flavor was really good. They were a little overcooked though. Overdone.
The wizard just passed again. Yeah, that pork chop's made me really hungry. There's another one right there too. The lizard's making me really hungry.
Jordan,
Yeah?
let me ask you something. How do you feel about death? It's a genuine question.
Okay, that's a good question. I like that question.
Oh, we didn't ask for any questions this week.
Yeah, we forgot. But
either forgot or
that's a
just
good
didn't.
question. That'll take a long time.
Let me preface this a little bit. I've been reading, like I said, Tuesdays with Morrie again. If you don't know anything about that book, I'm not going to spoil it. The premise of the book is an old man is dying of Lou Gehrig's disease, and he's talking to one of his students, and they spend every Tuesday for a long time talking about death and like life and what it means. And I think the tagline for the book is an old man, a young man, and life's most important question. And I mean, they talk as much about life as they do about death. It's a very interesting book, and I would encourage everybody to read it. It's a really quick read, but there's still a lot of depth to it. It just kind of flows, and it's super easy to just keep going. I've probably spent 2 hours reading it this time, and I'm already like halfway through the book. But that's just because I like it a lot, so I'm reading it really fast. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about like death and stuff lately, and I would like this podcast to be a little bit more philosophical.
Yeah.
From time to time. So
Thinking about death.
How do you feel about death?
So let me say this: when people think about death, they think of how afraid they are. Really, I myself am less afraid of death than most people. I think, like as a Christian, I know that I'll get eternal life and everything. Do you want to get more water or something?
It's fine.
Okay. But death to me is very, very, very impactful. It's death gives life meaning. I think that was in Doctor Strange or something.
That's in everything.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, death is
mean,
what gives life meaning. The end of a passage of time in your life is why you are prone to be passionate about things at this point in your life. If there is no such thing as death, if we're not afraid of death, if we don't care about death, then we wouldn't be prone to do anything. We wouldn't be passionate to do anything. There would be no sense of urgency. There would be no training or no studying or anything, because we wouldn't care about anything and life wouldn't have meaning. So that's what I think about death. Again, death is a huge topic in Christianity, and I do talk about it a lot in school because Jesus did give death even more meaning than it already did. But yeah, what do you feel about death, man?
I mean, yeah, there's obviously the given death gives life meaning. Everybody knows that and has heard that. Because I mean, without death, life just goes on forever, and nothing means anything basically. I don't know. I've always thought death is kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of beautiful in a way. Because of the fact that like it gives life meaning, and I don't think it's as scary as everyone assumes it to be. I mean, it's part of life. Yeah. It happens, and just as many good things can come out of it as bad.
Yeah.
It's the end, but without an end, nothing means anything.
Yeah. And the only thing I would be afraid of is kind of what Hamilton talks about, is leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
But then Eliza's wife is always telling him, you don't need a legacy to be happy. Yeah. You don't need a legacy to do what you're doing.
Your children will remember you.
But then,
do you need more than that?
Another media medium to talk about is a really, really good movie that does death super well is Coco.
Yeah.
Coco, non-religiously but traditionally in culturally, tells you that dying is okay. You'll be okay. Your family will be okay, and will remember you no matter what. And I don't know, watching that movie made me appreciate death so much, just because I know that whoever dies right now will watch over me no matter what, and everything like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Death has always been an interesting topic to me. Because it is inevitable, but to most people it's not real. I mean, yeah, people are afraid of death and everything, and everybody knows it's going to happen, but that's not but not yet. It's not going to happen yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a whole big thing, and this has been said in other stuff, but this is just one of the things I'm remembering right now. The whole big thing in Tuesdays with Maury is just, like, live every day like it's your last. Like, if you were to die right now, are you proud of the person that you are? Are you proud of the person that you see yourself as and other people see you as? So just, like, everybody has heard this before and it's been said in a million things, but, like, if you were to die today, are you proud of who you are?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I'm trying to be proud of myself.
Nice.
And become the person that I would want people to remember me as.
Nice. Yeah.
And that can be, sorry.
No.
That can affect every part of your life. The way you think, the way you act. You can always change something, even if it's little things, and just be a little bit better every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you going to add anything to that?
I don't remember.
This was here the whole time. I'm gonna read something from it, maybe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Everybody knows they're going to die, but nobody believes it.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
huh?
that's what I was trying to get at.
That makes sense. Like, people don't view it as reality, kind of thing. Yeah.
Dad.
It's okay. There's 2 people watching right now.
Yeah, no, nobody, and it's me and you.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Sorry about that. It's just the air conditioning for
It's
the
just
house
it's gonna
because there's people
happen.
in the house.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's off.
All right, go.
Okay, so everybody knows they're going to die, he said again, but nobody believes it. If we did, we would do things differently. So we kid ourselves about death, I said. Yes, but there's a better approach. To know you're going to die and to be prepared for it at any time. That's better. That way you can actually be more involved in your life while you're living. How can you ever be prepared to die? Do what the Buddhists do. Every day have a little bird on your shoulder that asks, is today the day? Am I ready? Am I doing all I need to do? Am I being the person I want to be? The truth is, Mitch, he said, once you learn how to die, you learn how to live. Learn how to die and you learn how to live. That's the message of this week's philosophy segment.
Which is now a thing.
Which is apparently now a thing. We're doing that now.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I do want to start talking more serious philosophy kind of stuff. I've been listening to Manifesto, a podcast lately, so it's got me thinking more about life and whatever, and also obviously reading Tuesdays with Maury. So yeah, that's the motto for this week. Learn how to die and you learn how to live. Because, yeah, like I said, be the person you want to be. Work on it a little bit every day. And eventually, you'll have a good life.
Yeah.
And you'll be remembered as a good person, and you'll be happy with yourself. Even when you die, you'll be okay with it because you're prepared. You're ready to go.
Do you think knowing that you'll be less... Jeez.
It's that guy again.
You think knowing that you'll be less sad about if, like, a loved one dies? Or do you think... I don't know. It's hard to judge that, but
he also Maury, and this is a true story. I think I said that already. Maury has a bit about like self-pity too.
Okay.
And that's not exactly what you were saying, but he's even. I mean, he tries to look at everything as he's dying. He tries to look at everything as positive as he can. But some mornings he still wakes up and cries. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
But just don't let that control your life, is essentially what I'm getting at,
Yeah.
and what he's getting at in the book. If you haven't read it, please do. It is one of my favorite books of all time. And it's short, it's a quick read, but it holds so much in it. It's deep, and it answers questions that you want to ask. And sometimes you don't even know you want the answer to, and Maury gives you the answer. But yeah, live your life as the person you want to be, and don't let sadness control your life.
Yeah.
Let sadness in for a little bit every day, and then focus on the good things.
See, you can still hang on to an emotion, because I think every emotion is healthy.
It is okay to be sad.
Every
okay to
emotion is
cry.
healthy. I just don't think any emotion should control your life 100%.
Yeah.
Even happiness. I think people that are happy all the time and think, oh, I just need to be happy all the time, are just as, not toxic, but what's the word? Just as
Depraved?
ignorant as people that are sad all the time and have that control them. I just think a balance of everything is good. We were us as humans are given all the emotions for a reason, and we just need to learn how to control them. If we do, then we will be more fulfilled as people, and that's including thinking about and be prepared for dying.
Yeah.
And hey, if you die, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Just live every day as the person that you would be proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our
That
philosophy
was the philosophy segment. I would like to start doing that more often, as I said. And I might start like actually bringing notes and stuff.
Yeah, I need to start reading more.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I feel like I'm saying a lot this week. Whatever.
That's fine. I don't care. They don't care. It's okay.
Nobody's watching this long anyway.
Yeah.
Me and you are basically it.
I haven't even watched all the last 3 podcasts because I couldn't.
The only reason I do is because I have time while I'm working.
See,
I throw it on and listen to it.
I enjoy it. I enjoy listening.
I hope you guys got a good scare out of that foghorn last week.
Wait, what?
Remember the foghorn?
Oh yeah.
Because I actually ended up scaring myself with it because I had it on in the background at work, like in my earbuds, and I didn't forget that I did that, but I was talking to somebody at the same time, so I wasn't paying attention to where we were in the episode, and then a foghorn just blared into my ears, and I like jumped a little bit.
Why did you do the foghorn again?
Because we were talking about Avatar for that one specific. We're talking about.
We don't need to talk about it. I just wanted to know.
We were trying to figure out Suki's name for way too long,
Yeah.
and it just went. So I just cut it all and put
Suki.
a foghorn.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna start bringing notes and stuff. I'm not gonna take notes before, other than like quotes and stuff. Most of it is gonna be off the cuff.
Off the cuff is more fun, and
Yeah.
you guys think so too. So.
But if I want to like actually quote somebody or something, I will bring that as a note. But other than that, it'll mostly be off the cuff.
Yeah. That's
Maybe this isn't a bad idea.
What?
So, the way this book is organized, essentially, is after the introduction and the setting, basically the setting and everything, after the first, 6 chapters, they talk about different things every week. So, the first Tuesday we talk about the world. Second Tuesday we talk about feeling sorry for yourself. The third Thursday we talk about regrets, death, family, emotions, fear of aging, money, how love goes on, marriage, our culture, forgiveness, the perfect day, and the last one is we say goodbye, but that's not a philosophy thing. So we can do. I was thinking about that. We could do that.
I have my own personal beliefs in every single one of those.
Everybody does. That's
Yeah.
the fun part.
Yeah, especially regrets.
Or we can talk about other
I've
philosophy
had
things.
like 3-hour debates about regret.
Yeah. We can also talk about other philosophy things.
Yeah,
we
of
can.
course.
Here's the thing: there are no rules. We can
There
do
are
whatever
no
we
rules.
want.
We can do whatever
Hey,
you want.
lean back. That's a rule. Remember, you gotta stay.
But you
lean
said
back.
there was no rules.
No, there's a rule. Lean back.
You said there was no rules. So.
Rule number 1: lean back. Rule number 2: don't talk about leaning back.
And rule number 3, there are no rules.
And rule number 3: there are no rules.
Yeah, and the worse you say it, the better. Number 3, no rules.
Rules.
But yeah. How do you feel about?
Captain America and Avengers.
Yeah, remember to watch those.
In the next 2 weeks.
Hey,
It'll
Disney
be 2
Plus,
weeks.
easy.
It'll actually be 2 weeks this time. So
You can watch
you got time
You actually have both of those on Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus.
Steal your friend's Disney Plus
Yeah.
if you don't have it.
Yeah. What were you saying? Were you saying something for that?
Hmm?
You saying something for that?
Do you think The Purge would ever be a good idea?
Nope. We had this discussion because was that on the podcast or off? Emily said she thought it would.
I don't remember.
I think it was Emily. I don't know.
I don't think The Purge would
No,
ever.
it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because that's just not how human psychology works. Getting it all out one day isn't gonna make you good for the rest of the year. That's just not how human
it's just kinda
psychology
dumb.
works. Yeah.
So,
Weird note to end it on.
do you think
Kind of out of left field.
another random question? Do you think you're stupid?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Do you think you're stupid?
No.
Do you think you're smart?
I'm not dumb.
Do Do you think you're an intelligent person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I feel as if I'm smarter than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
But also there are people that are just so much smarter than me.
Okay.
Just like so much smarter. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'm like brilliant, but I think I am smarter than the average human.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. I
Why?
think I'm the average.
Why?
I don't
Why do
know.
you ask?
Because I have noticed, just from personal experience,
I've grappled
that
with that for a long time.
people
now.
that
like
yeah.
I've always thought I was dumb, but I
Yeah,
don't think
people
I am.
that say they're intelligent seem to be more, seem to have more wisdom. People that tell themselves that they're stupid don't even try to be smart,
Yeah.
and that way it actually turns them stupid in a way.
That was me for a long time.
It doesn't turn them stupid, but it turns them ignorant to life.
While they're saying that, during that period of my life, I think I was dumber because I said that. I wouldn't let myself be smart.
Yeah. I was my greatest for a long time in my life, my greatest insecurity was I didn't think I was intelligent, and because of that, because I told myself I wasn't intelligent. You write your own history book, and what's that other thing what's the prophecy?
Self-fulfilling
prophecy. You actually you make yourself not intelligent.
Yeah.
And I was
But once
just
you
thinking about that.
realize that you're intelligent, you're
Everyone's
fine.
smart in their own way. I believe in the 8 levels of intelligence.
It's technical issues.
Yeah, the camera died. But I was just saying,
even though it said it had full power when we started.
it's okay. I believe in the 8 levels of intelligence. I think everyone is intelligent equally, just in different ways. There is someone that can be bad at school but really, really talented in music, but someone that is just musically intelligent but get good grades. That's what I believe.
How do we get up and walk away?
If we mention it, it ruins it.
I mean, how do we blank?
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.